In the previous video, that is the 63rd video, we covered the first 7 shlokas of Vibhuti Yoga, that is chapter 10. In these shlokas, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that he is the origin of everything, including the great Maharshis and the Devatas, that is the demigods. Further, he declares that whoever understands him as a beginningless supreme controller of the universe is freed from all sins and is liberated. So let us see what Lord Krishna tells us in the next 7 shlokas. Now sloka 8. Aham sarvasya prabhavah mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitah. Aham sarvasya prabhavah. So I am the cause of all creation. That is, everything emanates from me. Lord Krishna tells that everything emanates from me alone. Mattaha sarvam pravartate. The entire universe, okay, it functions. Sarvam pravartate. It functions because of me. Iti matva. So understanding this, Buddha bhava samanvitaha. So Buddha is intelligent, the spiritually intelligent. Bhava samanvitaha, the spiritually intelligent with Shraddha and Bhakti. Mam bhajante, they worship me. So Lord Krishna is the supreme and absolute truth. He is the cause of all causes. This fascinating world has both spiritually intelligent and non-intelligent beings as well. So Lord Krishna is the supreme creator and the controller of energies. So he energizes the actions of all beings. All of us are born with the impulses, the inclinations, the gunas to perform various actions, and these are given by him. So these inclinations, these impulses, these gunas are given by him. So he energizes all of us. So Lord Krishna says, Mattaha sarvam pravartate. So the world functions because of me. I energize all of creation. The Mahatmas, the Buddha, that is a spiritually intelligent who possess great qualities like devotion, compassion, faith, affection, friendship, they worship Lord Krishna. So Lord Krishna uses the word bhava samanvitaha. So bhava is feelings like compassion, devotion, faith, friendship. So these feelings are very, very important. Bhava is very important when you worship God. So these spiritually intelligent persons continuously worship Lord Krishna and they immerse themselves in Krishna Bhakti. Machitta madgata pranaha bodhayantah parasparam katayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Machittaha madgata pranaha parasparam bodhayantaha cha katayantaha cha. So machittaha, those with their minds dedicated to me, and madgata pranaha, they have given their lives to me, they have surrendered their lives to me. So those devotees who have dedicated their minds to me, who always think of me, and therefore they have dedicated their minds to me, and madgata pranaha, their lives are surrendered to me. Bodhayantaha cha katayantaha cha. So bodhayantaha, they enlighten each other. So these are like-minded devotees. They talk about the glories of Lord. They enlighten each other. Among themselves, they discuss, they teach each other, they describe and talk about Lord's vibhutis. Nityam tushyanti cha mam ramanti. So, and Ramanti is relish. They relish in these. That is talking about the Lord, talking about His glories. They relish in these. And Nityam Tushyanti. They also are Tushyanti. They are satisfied and they enjoy the spiritual bliss. So, in this shloka, Lord Krishna describes the bhakti, the loving devotion of His devotees. So, how do these devotees, what do they do? Machittaha. Their thoughts are always on the Lord, on Lord Krishna, and therefore they have dedicated their minds to him. Madgata pranaha, they cannot live without Krishna, so they have surrendered their lives to Lord Krishna. Now these devotees, they also discuss Krishna's vibhutis, glories, the transcendental attributes of Lord Krishna, the Krishna Leelas, and they listen to the Bhagavata Upanyas. All this is so dear to them. So bodhayantaha cha katayantaha cha. So among themselves they discuss Lord's glories. They experience a sense of satisfaction and contentment through this. So nityam tushyanti cha mam ramanti. And in their bhakti they become so ecstatic and they derive spiritual bliss. तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते. तेषां सततयुक्तानां प्रीतिपूर्वकं bhajatam. So bhajatam, worship. So tesham here refers to the devotees that was discussed in the previous shloka. So these devotees, satata yuktanam, these devotees who desire my association, who aspire to be in communion with me, priti purvakam bhajatam. So they worship me with loving devotion. Yenate mam upayanti tam dadami. So yenate mam upayanti, whatever they need to reach me, okay, I tam dadami, I bestow the spiritual intelligence for them to reach me. So in this shloka, Lord Krishna tells how he blesses his devotees. So how his devotees worship him, that was described in the previous shlokas. Now what does God do? What does God give to these loving devotees? To these devotees who aspire for communion with the Lord, satata yuktanam, they aspire for communion with the Lord. So to these devotees who meditate, who chant the Lord's names, who always think about the Lord in loving devotion. So what does a God give them? Lord Krishna bestows these devotees buddhi yogam. So he gives them buddhi yogam, because once they get buddhi yogam, they get all that they need to reach the Lord, to get the spiritual bliss. So he bestows buddhi yogam to these devotees. He gives them the inner inspiration through which they attain communion with him. Teshamevanukampartam ahamajnanajam tamaha nashayamyatma bhavastaha jnanadipena bhasvata. Tesham anukampartam. So anukampa is compassion. So tesham anukampartam. Tesham refers to the devotees. So out of compassion for his devotees, atma bhasvataha. Bhasvataha, situated in their hearts, in their atmas. Ahameva ajnanam tamaha bhasvata jnana deepena nashyami. Nashyami is destroy. Ahameva ajnanam tamaha nashyami. So I definitely destroy the tamaha, darkness, born out of ajnanam, born out of ignorance. With what do I destroy? Bhasvata jnana deepena. So I destroy that darkness and ignorance with bhasvata is the radiant, with the so jnana deepena. So with the radiant light of knowledge, I destroy the ignorance and the darkness in them. So to those who worship Lord Krishna with loving devotion, he definitely showers his blessings. So he uses the word tesham anukampartam. So anukampa is compassion. So he has a loving compassion for his devotees. So in the case of his devotees who have surrendered their life to Lord Krishna out of loving compassion, atma bhasvataha. So he sits in their hearts out of loving compassion. So his presence or his manifestation in their hearts and minds favorably impact their thoughts and action, and it purifies his devotees. Lord Krishna himself seated in their hearts, jnana deepena. So with the radiant light of knowledge, he removes the tamaha, he removes the darkness born out of ajnanam, ignorance. So the darkness, tamaha and ajnanam, ignorance, are the barriers in the path of spirituality. So Krishna, out of compassion, he removes ignorance and darkness and fills the minds of his devotees with the radiant light of knowledge. Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevamajam vibhum ahustvam rishayah sarve devarshirnaradastata asito devalo vyasah swayam chaiva bravishime. Arjuna uvacha, Arjuna spoke thus, Bhavan param brahmam param dhama param pavitram. So Bhavan param brahma, so you are the param brahma, supreme personality. Param dhama, you are the ultimate destination, or you are the ultimate abode. Paramam pavitram, you are the most sacred. Sarve Rishayah, all the rishis, Devarshi Naradaha, Asitaha, Vyasaha, Devasaha, Vyasaha cha. So all the rishis, Devarshi Narada, Asita, Vyasa and the Devatas have proclaimed Tvam Divyam Purusham Adidevam Ajam Vibhuhu Ahuhu. So all the rishis, Narada, Asita, Vyasa and all the Devatas, demigods have proclaimed that Tvam Divyam Purusham, you are the most self-luminous person. Adi Devam, you are eternal. Ajam, you are eternal, and not only that, Adi Devam, you are the original Lord of all gods. And Ajam, you are not born, beginningless, you are unborn. Vibhum Ahuhu, you are the great and you are all pervading. Tata Swayameva me Bravishi. And now you yourself, you personally are declaring the same to me. So all the rishis have already said, and now you have also declared the same to me. So in this shloka, Arjuna praises Lord Krishna, stating that he alone is Param Brahma, the supreme truth, the Lord of all, and Param Dhamma, the supreme abode and the holiest of all. The Vedas sing his glories and state that he shines brilliantly and he is self-effulgent and eternal. The great Devarshis like Narada, Asita, Vyasa and the Devatas, the demigods too, are in agreement, and they have declared that he is the purest, most divine, auspicious, self-manifest, which means he is beginningless, he is unborn, and he is eternal and omnipotent. So he is the prime source of all creation, omnipresent and all pervading. Lord Krishna himself in chapter 7 has declared that all beings and all jivas, they manifest from his eightfold energies. And in certain other shlokas also, Lord Krishna explains that he is the original creator and the cause of all causes. Hence Arjuna tells that Lord Krishna too has stated the same. Sarvame tadritam manye yanmam vadasi keshava nahite bhagavan vyaktim vidurdevana danavaha. Keshava, O Keshava, mam yat vadasi, whatever you tell me, etat sarvam rutam manye. So whatever you tell me, etat sarvam, rutam manye, rutam is true. So I accept the same as true. Bhagavan, te vyaktim danavaha na viduhu, devaha hi na. So viduhu is no. So te vyaktim, O Bhagavan, both the danavaha, both the demons and devaha, the devas also, te vyaktim na viduhu, they do not understand your divine manifestation. So in this 14th shloka of chapter 10, Arjuna states that whatever Lord Krishna declared is absolute reality and absolute truth. So the truth that the 130 million devatas and the dhanavas also don't fully understand. Lord Krishna's infinite vibhutis, glories, transcendental attributes and illustrious qualities are true, Arjuna acknowledges. Arjuna addresses Lord Krishna as Bhagavan, that is one who possesses 6 opulences: total power, wisdom, beauty, Aishwaryam, wealth, that is Aishwaryam, wealth, fame and Vairagyam, that is renunciation. It's time to summarize the 8 to 14 shlokas of Vibhuti Yoga that we covered in this 64th video. The central theme of these verses is the direct reciprocal relationship between Krishna and his devoted followers and the resulted liberation that they get. Lord Krishna declares that I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me, and those who understand this worship me with loving devotion. To his loving devotees, Lord Krishna grants the divine knowledge, the spiritual intelligence by which they merge with him. He dispels their ignorance with the lamp of wisdom. Arjuna, having understood this truth, confirms that he accepts the Lord's position as the supreme absolute truth.